Well, a very good morning to you folks, and welcome Tini Mincher from Bellcourt Property Group in Shenton Park. Thank you so much for joining us, Tini. This is an interview that I've been looking really forward to because we've known each other for a very long time. Good
Yes.
morning, welcome.
Good morning. I'm excited. It's only taken 20 years for you to learn my name. Get it right?
I know. I've always had a few different names for you over the years, haven't I?
Yes, but we're getting there. It's all good.
So who's Tini Mincher?
Well, I guess top of my list is that I'm a mum, and I'm a solo mum. I've got two boys, two beautiful boys, and yeah, they take up obviously a lot of time, a lot of energy, but they're amazing. But then I also am a real estate agent and live and breathe it. I always say real estate is a lifestyle. It's not a career.
Absolutely. And you're really, really good at it. So how long have you been in real estate? Because this is an interesting journey because we've known each other for quite some time. Tell us about that and how you got into it, and tell us the journey.
Absolutely. So I started a law degree and got quite a way in and decided, I don't want to be a lawyer. And so I opened the paper and I saw that LJ Hooker, when I was about 20, were doing assistant property manager cadetships. And so I decided to do that, and that's where we met many years ago. So I started as an assistant property manager, became a property manager, and I guess I've been in real estate in one capacity or another for the better part of 18 years now. 18 years.
So I mean, I think when I came into the business, or when we were in the same office, which I was a rookie, you were a rookie property manager.
Yes.
So we used to have a couple of laughs and a bit of fun in the office. I remember.
We did. But I remember you hustling, stay out of Ryan's way.
Yeah, I was on a mission, wasn't I?
Yeah, if that door is closed, don't go in your office.
Yeah. I think my why was very crystal clear then, as yours
100%.
is now.
100%. Yeah.
But I do remember, teens, even back then you had a really burning ambition, so you've always had this will to succeed, because we spoke about this, 18 years ago, 17 years ago. And you said, I'm going to have a property portfolio. I'm going to, you were crystal clear. Tell us about where that ambition came from.
I just think that I've never been one to shy away from hard work. I've always been out there, first job at 13. If I'm going to earn something, I'll earn it off my own back, and I'm prepared to put in the hard work. And I guess, I just like expensive things.
Yes, you do.
And you work hard and you earn your path, I guess, earn your way.
Cool.
But I always saw very, very clearly from word go that real estate is an industry that has got so many different avenues.
Yes.
And there is such career progression available to someone who really, essentially, we're unskilled.
Oh yeah, sure.
And we're the ultimate at just getting where you're going to get off your own back and hustling. And
all you need is a pulse.
That's it. And to do this, as long as you can do this and listen. And I think as well, real estate is really unique, is that it's something that whatever you put in, you get directly back out again.
Of course.
Whereas there's a lot of jobs, you clock in, you can work as hard as you want to work, and that's it. Doesn't matter. So I recognized that very, very early with real estate, that there was definitely avenues for me to go down. And I always knew that I would end up as a full-time commission sales agent. I just was so shit scared. And it's really hard to do when you've got little kids as well. And it's also really hard to do before you've had any children, because, trying to take off mat leave and that sort of thing, a year out of real estate, you might as well start again. Yeah. So that's hard as well.
Yeah. And I'm proud to say that I was your real estate agent. You bought and sold a few properties, and I was involved with, and you were a client. You were one of those clients that sat forward every time I was around and asked me lots and lots of questions about real estate. So and we became friends through that whole process, because we worked together, and because you were so interested in real estate. And it was obviously, later on.
You were coaching me back then.
I was.
I didn't realize.
And nor did I, but we were just having fun. And then you went to Jamie Lowe and you actually got into the game again, and you did, support, EAing, office management, and you did
Office
really,
manager,
really, you did really, really well there.
Yep.
And then obviously you ended up on your own with the boys, which was a big thing.
Yep.
So all of a sudden, you were left to support the family. Walk us through that.
Well, first of all, I have to say that being in an agency environment like that, and they were incredibly supportive.
Yes.
I'd never rented before. So, they made sure that I would get a rental, just little things like that. Obviously, there's always more than enough hours to be able to work in real estate. If you want it, you can go get it, so that was really, really good. But the biggest thing I have to say as well is if you are in a position where you're on your own with the kids, and Ryan, I know you probably understand where I'm coming from here, time management, just being accountable and responsible and having everything lined up and ready to go, understanding that there are going to be times that your family are going to have to sacrifice in order for you to do what you do. But on the flip side of that, I can provide a great life for them moving forward. And I'm forever grateful for real estate for that. Definitely.
Well, I hope you don't mind me sharing, but there was a point there where your boys were in private school, and obviously you didn't want to take them out because that's what they used to. They had their friends. You were living in the western suburbs. Obviously you had to take a rental. And I remember you sitting in front of me and telling me, your financial position. And even I was thinking, holy crap, how's she going to pull herself out of this?
Yeah.
And you did. And since then, I mean, that was, probably 2 years ago. And you've done amazing.
3 years ago.
Time flies when you're having fun. So 3 years ago, tell us what you've achieved now. So what are you on track to write this financial year? Because we've got a month to go. What are you on track to write in gross commission?
So for this financial year, if everything settles as it's meant to settle, 560.
That's incredible. That's from a standing start 3 years ago. I'm super proud of you, and you're just such a pleasure to work with, because you pick my brain, and one of the things that I love about coaching you is you're not afraid to share and reach out, and then I can really help you. A lot of the clients that I have are, and it's all, I suppose, trust. You and I have got an immense trust for decades. So that helps. But I can really, and we've helped you in many ways than
100%, 100%. And I think it's really important to note that at that time, everybody told me I was crazy. Everybody told me that I couldn't do it. Everyone said to me, pull those boys out of that private school. You're never going to make it through, except you.
Woohoo!
So, so I know I'm really talking up real estate brilliance now. However, obviously you've got to believe in yourself and you've got to push yourself, but to just have you and Anita in my corner and just saying, you've got it, kid, follow the systems, keep going. And also, not only did you lead me down the right path, you stopped me from going down the wrong path many a times. So as much as you've made me, you've saved me money as well. So I think that was pivotal for me, that just to have someone, and I say it to you now, even just to have someone in my corner right when I needed it. 100%.
And we appreciate that. And you for us, it's just, we're so proud. We're so thankful to have been a part of that journey. And more so because so few people do it, Tini, that, you said you want to go into sales. You've got this great ambition. You've now got a crystal clear why. You've got to support the boys. You've got to keep them in private schools. You want to keep them in the life they've been accustomed to. And you were coming from a zero base. And that would scare the what's out of anyone, but you still invested in yourself. And we're not talking about a couple of grand. You stuck whatever you had on the line, and you said, I'm in, boots and all. I trust you. I trust your system. I trust myself. And we went with it. But you didn't, as you grew, you didn't kind of say, well, I've learned enough there. We've just gone from one level to another level another level. And that's a credit to you, because a lot of people move on because they think they know it all, or they think they've learned it all.
Yeah, totally.
And we're only getting going.
And you don't know what you don't know, right?
Yeah.
So I think as you move through the stages, you realize, oh crap, okay, I know that, but I don't know this. And if I'm going to grow, if I'm going to scale, I need to learn this, and I need to get my head wrapped around this.
Sure.
And I think as well, for me, my why is huge. And I think that, real estate agents, we have our issues, and we're notoriously bad at remaining consistent with things. And I think all of those issues boil down to one problem, and that is your why is not big enough. If you're not getting up every day, if you're not knocking on doors, making your phone calls, if you're not meeting as many people as you can, for whatever reason, it all boils down to the fact that your why is not big enough. Simple, really simple.
Oh, absolutely. If you need to do it, you'll find a way,
Yeah.
But it just helps to have a system that's foolproof, that works.
100%.
And you're right. Why make all the mistakes when you know that you can follow someone or a group of people who've made those same mistakes and can shepherd you and guide you to go, that's a 2-year detour. I mean, how much did we save you? Some of those decisions that we talked through.
Huge.
I mean, and we did make some small detours, but they were easy to eradicate because they weren't massive, But no, I'm so proud of you. So where to from now, Tini Mincher? You've taken on a support person.
That's right. Yes. So I think the next step for me is scaling.
Yes.
Trying to claw back a little bit of my life.
Yeah.
Because you do reach a limit. And again, that was really, you talked me through that of going, you're going to hit a limit and then you're going to have to scale.
Yes.
I sell in resi and I do a lot of residential. However, I have a soft spot for special projects.
Yes.
So that's something that I'm really, I've gone and I've gotten my strata qualification. I'm sort of implementing a lot of feasibility, site acquisition, all that sort of thing. So I really love that. So that's another part. So trying to balance the two.
Yes.
And not have one take away from the other. So that's challenging, but we'll get there. And just keep doing it. I like perfecting I really enjoy the negotiation. I really enjoy getting into someone's head and working out the best solution and trying to get the best price. And so I really like learning all about that. So the books, for example, that you get me to read, amazing.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, if someone's read 100 plus books and you're at a certain point in your life where you need to break through, it's so nice to know which book to read out of that 100 books. So so that's handy. But what advice would you give? So think about your challenges, because even though it's been a hectic 3 years, it's you've had some highs and lows, but look where you are now. It's just so inspiring. What would you say to, let's say, single mums who are doing it tough, who perhaps have the responsibility of taking care of the kids, and what would you say to them?
Well, first of all, I would say that real estate is a fantastic career for anyone that's got children on their own, because we do have flexibility. I think, though, that the most important thing is you've got to have your systems. You've got to be all over your time management. And whatever you're at that point in time, you need to be present in. So when I'm at work, I'm 100% present at work. When I'm with my boys, I'm 100% present with my boys. You're never going to get balance. That's a complete fallacy. There's no such thing as work-life balance. But at the very least, you can be there and 100% focus on whatever you're doing at that point in time. Yeah. And look, obviously, if anyone ever wants to reach out and chat to me about it, I'm more than happy to. But please, please, please don't listen to the people that tell you you can't do it, because you can. It's
Beautiful.
Rubbish.
I 100% agree, Tini. You've been amazing. I look forward to continue watching you succeed. I know what your goals are, so I'm really excited to see you.
They're big. They're crazy.
They are big, and yeah, look, it's they're so achievable. You're so well on your way already, and you've just done so well, and you're an inspiration to a lot of young ladies, which I see. They look up to you, and you've you've really sort of, you know, gone against the grain as far as, you know, whether you can make it or not. And you did, you faced your fears and you did it. So I want to say,
I love seeing the young girls in real estate.
Yeah.
I think it's fantastic. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, and you know, it's funny. Like, I'd probably say that my clientele now is 60% women and 40% men, which I just love working and helping ladies achieve their full potential, because
100%.
they just so hungry, and it's so inspiring. So I want to say to you, thank you, Tini, for sticking by me. You're my biggest referrer of clients. I'm happy to say
I believe in if Michael Jordan needs a coach, well, then the rest of us need a coach. It's really simple.
Exactly, yeah.
No.
But you really are a great referrer, and you know, I love the boys, and I think you guys are just so much fun. We always get together and you know, socialize as well with our families, and it's just so nice to get to know the boys, and they're very lucky to have you, my dear.
Thank you. And it's actually really funny because I was having a whinge to my eldest and about work, and he actually said to me, he goes, "What does Ryan think?"
Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh God, here we go.
Oh, that is fabulous.
You're part of the family.
Yes. No, he's so cool. I love it when he comes to visit us and he sits with us, and you go sit somewhere else, and we're having a chat to him, and he's really cool. It's great to have him on board, and it's great to have you on board. I want to say congratulations. Look forward to the future together, and keep inspiring yourself and inspiring others.
Thank you so much, Ryan. Bye.
Bye.